Guys, I know it's been a while, but you know it is what it is. So today we're doing a tour of my country. Um, if you've ever seen Fitzipe, you'd know what this world is. But if not, it's basically just a creative world with my friends, and we have all different countries, and some people are civilians, and it's basically just like a functioning society. First we'll check out the construction room, the construction place, owned by Mr. Tequavion, the richest person in the room. This is the lobby where you could wait. There's Marchina. There's the drop-in for contracts. The contract room, just for contracts. And then if you go upstairs, there's all types of paneling for your walls, doors, everything. Everything you'll ever need and want. Uh, so that's pretty much just the construction place. Um, Make a call if you need anything like that. Here's the laundromat. Um, You'd think it's just the laundromat, and it pretty much is on the first floor. You could get all your laundry done and stuff. Um, but if you look up, it's filled with meth. Um, I'll have to contact the feds about this, but the problem is there's like no cops. There's no police stations in my country, so I can't really report it. There's nothing I could really do about it. That's a private home, so we can't go in there. It's pretty big, actually. It's the biggest one in town. This is the DMV. If you ever want to buy a horse, um, if you ever want to buy a horse, get your driver's license, anything like that. Purchase horse care, like horse insurance, anything for your horse, or getting a driver's license, or driving around, or mobility. So this is a good place to go to, if you want to go around. This here is a record store. Um, there's albums, singles, extra room, and jukeboxes. And Frederick over here could help you out. There's actually only one record on sale, and it's only a single. Um, and it's half by Eminem. So that's the record store. The next thing we'll check out is Bob's Patat, the best restaurant in town, actually. Um, it's got a Michelin star, so you'd have to check it out. Uh, the romantic table, if you're ever on a date, very nice. And of course, a ton of people here because it's probably the biggest restaurant in town. The cooks are working real hard back there to make sure your food is perfect, right? So that's, of course, Bob's Patat, the best place, and there's a little potato farm here. They're very friendly about the potato environment. Um, and this is a sign. Uh, of course, this town is Bay Isle. There's the country flag to the right, and to the left is the town flag. Um, here's the clothing store, Cool Clothes. Amelia is actually checking it out over here. Ooh, look at this outfit. I know, right? You could choose from a selection of outfits. Over here is Marika. She'll help you out, checking out your clothes. This is just basically where you could buy stuff. And there's the changing room. Looks like no one's in there. Um, Next thing on the list is the cafe. Um, Here, it's kind of like a Starbucks. Could help you out. Um, your orders go here in the item frames. You could sit down, have a coffee. You could play music for some money, and there's also a bookshelf. Um, Very nice place. I highly recommend it. Um, Now these are all residential buildings, houses, etc., etc. We can't actually check that out, but there's just this is basically the residential area. Um, the next place we'll be checking out is actually the capital city. Oh, first we'll check out the town hall. This is the last thing we need to check out in Bay Isle. Here you could get your gun license, driver's license, anything legal you could basically get here, and there's a lobby with music of your choice, or of the hall's choice. There's also a bookshelf and a lectern. Anything legal, you'd want to go here and check out everything, and the office lady and Jerry will be happy to help you out. Next thing we'll be checking out is the nature side of my country, which is very overlooked. Well, first, here's a bridge across a valley that doesn't really take you anywhere, but it's pretty nice. If you have, of course, at the DMV, if you have a horse, you could drive through. Um, a beautiful plain, and there's a mountain here too, which is actually sacred, sacred land, and a sacred place with shroom lights actually, which looks like which is actually a volcano that turned into a mountain, and now the volcano is no longer active, and that's why the shroom lights are there. The next thing we'll check out is the oil rig. There's 3 oil rigs. First we'll check out the inside though. Everything has an address, of course, because we care very much about the mail industry. Here's a map of the capital city that we'll check out in a moment, called Escalia. There's an office here, anything we have to check out with the legal side of the oil rig. And upstairs is just the turning off stations and the emergency shutdown, which is very convenient because it shuts down everything in the oil rig in case anything goes wrong, like an oil spill. But that's our last resort, so usually we'll just go on the mine cart that takes us all around the oil place. So there's a speedy, it's a very speedy place to get to the oil rigs in case anything is wrong. There's 3 oil rigs, one over here that isn't actually digging yet. We've turned it off, but it'll turn on soon. And these 2 are active currently. As you can tell, there's stuff in the chests that we've got to clean out and sell. It's a very profitable business, and this one's also working. And then we have 5 tiny ones that are also working very hard. That's basically it for the oil rig. It supplies energy for, we just sell the oil and we get a lot of money. If we take the road over 2 bridges, we get to Escalia. As you can see from the sign, it says now entering Escalia. So this is the capital city. You're greeted with a First Construction Co. sign, which is actually part of the business of the corporation, I would say, that we checked out before with the construction building. And then on the other side is Big Bank Money, which is owned by the same corporation. It's the banking side of the Mr. Turquavion's company, co. There's parking here in case you want to go to the dock. And the dock is a very nice place, actually. As you can see, it says no fishing between 12 a.m. and 7 p.m. So 7 a.m., I think that's a typo. So, you can't wake anyone up with your fishing. So those hours are prohibited. This is where you could fish. There's a fisherman, actually. La 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 la. Here's where you could fish. You could also fish on a boat. You could rent out a dock space for your boat. There's actually a few boats that have done this. 1, 2, 3, and there's actually a ferry right here. And the Ticketmaster guy. And if you want to ride the ferry, you could take a ticket. It's a very nice. I've been on the ferry before. It's a very nice ride. It takes you around a ton of places. To the other countries, actually. So it's an international ferry. The next thing we could check out is the Escalia Stock Exchange. This is where you could trade stocks and such. There's 3 floors. The first floor is if you want to make an appointment or get like a ticket or make an appointment. The second floor is where you could actually trade the stocks. It has stuff such as Escalia, Big Bank, Mr. Turquavion's Company Co., Totland, High Hill City Courtroom, and Spudway, which is very nice. All of them are up right now, which is good. If you get to the 3rd floor, it's the office. It's an office, so we'll leave that alone. That's about it for the stock exchange. The next thing like to show you guys in the city is the big bank, which was shown in the billboard previously. Um, so pretty self-explanatory. It's a bank. You could deposit or withdraw or take out loans. Pretty simple. Just open a bank account. Uh, you know, doesn't cost much money to open a bank account. You could deposit or withdraw. Um, let's see if there's anything. What's happening in the back here? Oh, it's just a ton of people's, uh, bank accounts. So let's maybe not check that out. Oh shoot! But there is a robber here. Shh! Don't let them know I'm here. I would also report this to police, but like I said, there is no local police, so we'll just have to let the robber rob. Um, and actually, my bank account's there, so I'm probably gonna get robbed. But oh well. Um, crime's rampant, so it is what it is. Um, here's actually a penthouse slash apartment slash hotel. Um, but we'll only check out the casino. We'll check out the rest in a separate video. Um, pretty self-explanatory. Just show the bouncer your uh ID. You could come on in, sir. Ooh. You could play poker. Um, I'll play around. I could win with a straight flush up, and I lose all my money, of course, because oh well. Let's take a crack at blackjack. Um, I guess I'll hit. I have 15 right now, so I have a chance of winning. And I got over 21, so I just lose all my money. That's a shame. I'll play one more. I won't hit this time because I made that mistake last time. And someone else got a higher number than me, so I also lose all my money. But let's talk to this gambling addict right here. Yeah, oh no, darn it. Oh, hi there. After 20 years of throwing my life savings away, I've lost approximately $20,000. Did I mention that was just this month? Don't gamble, kids, and don't gamble, kids. I've lost both of my sons in a bet. Well, you heard it you heard it here first, folks. Don't waste all your money on gambling. There's also roulette and pool. But you know what they say, 99% of gamblers, quit before they hit big, so take it as you may. Next thing we'll check out is the Apple Store, which is actually the second Apple Store in the world. There's one in a separate country. I'm actually very happy to have one of the only Apple Stores in the world because I've always wanted to have a Apple Store, of course, and I finally got it from a deal. And it says Apple scamming customers since 1976, which is a very true statement. We'll go through security. Nope, I'm fine. There's iPhones, of course. There's AirPods, very nice. There's iPads as well. And MacBooks, where you could actually use them. At the Genius Bar, there's Mr. Page, and he says, "Hello, how may I help you today?" The Genius Bar, if you don't know, is where customers can help you, where workers can help you out with anything Apple you need. There's also security, and he says no stealing from Apple, baby girl. So I wouldn't try stealing. And this is where you could purchase stuff. And the first customer, of course, is Mr. Taquavion, which you've seen a few times already. And Evelyn here says, "I can use Reddit on this MacBook." Hey, boy, yeet. Dabs and does Sigma stare. Yeah, she or he is really weird, so let's just move on. The next thing we'll check out is the Spudway. The Spudway is a really cool invention. I actually have VIP, so I get to go through. The Spudway you can use to get you from place to place. It's kind of like a subway. If you get in the Spudway and you go to the Realm of Patat, and the Realm of Patat takes you to any other country you want, right? That's a country, and that's a country, and under that are also towns. The main one takes you to the capital city, but the other ones takes you to different towns, which is pretty cool, actually. That's basically how that works. You could get to places really fast. Very nice indeed. What else is there? There's also, sorry, I just gotta get out of the Spudway real quick. The next thing to check out is the gun store, um, which is also a very cool place. The gun store, if you don't know, is where you could buy guns, of course. You need a permit though. Um, you need a gun license to buy a gun, which you could get at the town hall. There's actually someone, I guess, training to buy a gun, which is very nice. You have to take a sanity test, um, at the town hall, and over here you also have to make sure you have basic knowledge of weapons, and also be able to aim the weapons, which this guy seems to be very good at. Um, we do offer aim training services at this gun store. Let's talk to Joe Bartolozzi here about stuff. Hello, sir. I'd like to. Okay, great. May I see any version of identification? This is correct procedure. And please hand me your sanity test and gun license, please. This makes sure that um not a maniac can buy a gun. Which is very helpful actually. You could buy ammo, um, throwables, and this is just the lost and found. They also sell armor here too, and you don't need a license for this because it's just protecting yourself. So, at the armor station, you could check out anything you want. Uh, and here's the badge scanner. You could get one, by either, going to get your gun license, or you could have a badge by buying it. Um, So remember, always put safety first. That is very correct. So you put on one of these helmets. Of course, don't steal it because that's theft. But that's just to make sure no one gets hurt. And this is basically training for bows and arrows. And if you want to get a bit creative, it could be used for swords too. Uh, 5 blocks away from the target. That's basic. 10 blocks, also pretty basic. But you know, this is just a test if you could use the gun. And 15 blocks away, which is pretty difficult actually, um, which is very nice. There's also a ton of parking space anywhere you go in the city, which is surprising because not many cities have a lot of parking. Um, and that for now concludes the tour of my country. I hope you enjoyed. Stay safe, stay safe, everyone. Um, don't get robbed, and goodbye.